If you watch this video all the way through, you're gonna find $2 million that you never knew was there. How are you guys doing today? My name is Apple, and today we are filling in the financial gap between schools and the real world. And today we're talking about the true cost of your daily cup of coffee. So we're just gonna hop right in. I'm gonna throw some numbers at you and then we're gonna talk about it, all right? So let's talk about coffee. So if you brew your coffee at home, on average, that's gonna cost you about 15 cents per cup if you're just getting like regular old grocery store coffee. So that's gonna cost you 15 cents per cup times 7 days is gonna be $1.05 per week. And then if we multiply that out by 52 weeks in a year, what we're gonna get is it's gonna cost you $54.10. $54.10 to brew your own coffee at home. Now let's compare that to a medium black coffee at Starbucks. So medium black coffee at Starbucks is gonna run you on average $2.10. So we'll multiply that out by 7 days to get $14.70. Multiply that out by 52 weeks, and you are spending $764.40 per year on that medium Starbucks black coffee if you get one every day. But I mean, who goes to Starbucks for black coffee? Most people are gonna be getting some kind of like, at least a little bit of a frou-frou drink. So we're gonna throw in a latte. Average medium latte at Starbucks is gonna run you $4.15. So when we multiply that out by 7 days of the week, we're gonna get $29.05 per week. So just under $30 per week for that daily latte. Multiplied by 52 weeks in a year, we're gonna get $1,510.60. if you get that medium latte every day at Starbucks. So as you can see, there is a dramatic difference between the amount of money you're paying per year for a home-brewed coffee compared to a Starbucks coffee compared to a Starbucks latte. And the difference between the home-brewed coffee and the latte is $1,456.50. So that is how much money you're paying extra per year for that Starbucks latte when compared to your daily cup of joe from the grocery store. All right, so now let's say you make that a habit and you do that every year from the age of 20 to the age of 60. You make Starbucks your morning habit and you just go there for a latte every morning from 20 to 60 for 40 years. That is going to cost you $58,620, that habit. So $58,620. All right, so right now, not too bad. 58 grand for your daily Starbucks habit could be worse. Now let's say instead of going out and buying that daily latte, you brewed your own coffee at home and you invested the extra money that you would have spent on that latte. Let's see what that would turn into over that same time span of 40 years. All right, so let's see what our good friend compound interest can do for this 58 grand that we would invest instead of spending every day. So for 40 years, if we invested that extra $4 a day that we would have spent in upgrading our grocery store coffee to a Starbucks latte, if we would invest that in just an index fund tracking the S&P 500 index, which is a very safe investment. It tracks the overall performance of the stock market over time and generally returns about 8% after inflation. So we're gonna use that number, and 8% compounded over 40 years with that $4 a day investment is going to net you $407,000. $407,000 by the time you reach that 40 years of changing up your habit. But let's take this a step further. Let's say you want to keep drinking coffee even till you're 70 and you still keep brewing your own coffee at home and you keep investing that $4. Well, what happens here is thanks to compound interest, we're going to more than double our $407,000 savings by switching to brewing at home into $902,000 saved by brewing our coffee at home. And this is over 50 years. We've got $902,000 extra laying around just because we decided to brew our own coffee. Next, let's take this a step further. Let's say from the age of 20 to the age of 80, you brew your own coffee at home and you continue to just set aside this extra $4 you would have spent at Starbucks into an investment in an index fund in the S&P 500. What does that bring you up to? That brings you up to $1.97 million that you have saved. $1,970,000 you just saved by brewing your own coffee at home. This is massive. Think about all the things you could do with an extra $2 million. I think your 80-year-old self would really thank you for giving them the leg up if you had an extra $2 million laying around at the age of 80. So this is the power of compound interest right here. So every 10 years, your money is more than doubling when you have it invested, which is massive returns, and that only happens if you let it work over time. Without time, compound interest is not going to help you much, but if you let it work for long stretches of time, you're going to get great returns. All right, so my final advice here is just to ask yourself if this habit is really worth it for you. So at first, it only seems like it's costing you like 60 grand over the course of your life to have this habit. However, if you look at the opportunity cost there and look at what you could have done with your money over that same amount of time, you then realize that you actually could have had nearly $2 million just by brewing your coffee at home instead of going out to get it at Starbucks. And honestly, you can find a cheap coffee maker at Target for under $20 and program it to automatically make your coffee in the morning so that when you wake up, your coffee is already there. And so if convenience is your case for getting coffee out, you can save yourself a stop and program your coffee at home to have it ready when you wake up. And I think that's a whole lot more convenient than having to stop somewhere for coffee, but that's just me. Anyways, that's my spiel on how you can save nearly $2 million by just switching to making your coffee at home. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this idea. If you have any other ideas of what you would like to see in this series, The True Cost. And be sure to share this video with a friend who likes to go out to Starbucks every day so that they can see how much that habit is actually costing them in the long term, because I can guarantee you they did not think that that habit would cost them over $2 million throughout the course of their life. See you tomorrow, and until next time.